என்ன சமயலோ என்ன சமயலோ என்ன சமயலோ என்ன சமயலோ.
Vanakkam and welcome to Inia TV. In this episode, we're going to see how to make Gulab Jam. That's the Tamil version of Gulab Jamun. It's a North Indian dessert, and you'll see this in almost every weddings, almost all the restaurants here. And it is the most popular dessert as well. I'm going to need an assistant for this, and I'm calling Inia to help me with making this dessert. Inia, are you willing to help me today? The next stage here is to fry the dough that we have, or the ball that we made. The amount of oil should be enough, so much that the ball does not go down and touch the base. When you put the ball in, you might get some splatter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the balls on my ladle, and then I'm going to dump them in. So what I did is I took my syrup and I stirred it, and I put my fried gulab jams in this with the syrup, and this should soak at least for a good 2 hours. And let's keep in mind that I did not add any baking soda or baking powder to this, which means you got to soak it a little longer. Now that's a perfect color for gulab jam. Inia, do you see the color? What color is this? Light brown. And once we pour the syrup, let it stay for 2 hours, and then maybe test one, and I'm going to check if the ball has soaked well enough all the way to the center. If it has not, I'm going to give it another 20-30 minutes. I'll see you with the Gulab Jamuns, or Gulab Jam as we say in Tamil, and when it's ready, we're going to test it and let you know. Now that we've made the Gulab Jam, let's ask Vasi to test it and tell us what he thinks about it.
It's sweet, soft, yummy, and juicy.
Wait, any suggestions? Anything to improve, change?
Nope, it's perfect.
Did you like the rose flavor in it?
Yes.
How about the yelaka? That's your favorite?
Yeah, I love it. That's the best part.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I have a couple of questions. Is this really healthy? Just because I put multigrain, is that going to make it healthy? We're going to have a chat with a dietitian that I know, Miss Sushma Kulkarni, and she's going to tell us, based on the recipe that we had, what's the calorie content, how did the multigrain change the calorie chart or the health benefits.
Hello, Inia TV viewers. It's a pleasure to chat with you.
My first question is, I tried multigrain flour instead of the regular all-purpose flour, or maida as they call it. What do you think?
Definitely using multigrain atta or flour is a healthier choice, because you get higher amounts of fiber as well as iron.
Oh, that's good to know. My next question to you is, with the amount of sugar that's involved, the coa, the milk, and all those, how is this going to affect the nutritional content, the nutritional facts of, let's say, one or two gulab jamuns?
So, Koya, it all depends upon what kind of milk you're using. Whole milk, the fat content is anywhere from 3 to 3.2%. So that's the fat content. So when you're using a cup of or half a cup of koya in your recipe, the calories just from that is about 450 calories just from the koa. But the good point of using the milk and koa here is it's a very good source of calcium. So the best choice I would say would be to use 2% milk.
So yes, now that with the recipe that I sent you, I made around 12 gulab jamuns. So if you put this together, what would be the nutritional facts for one gulab jamun?
Assuming, which most of the people usually take about a small amount of the syrup, maybe a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, then for 2 gulab jamuns, the amount of calories would be ranging anywhere from 200 to 250 calories for each. For each gulab jamun.
That's great. Thank you very much for joining us and enlightening us on the calorie content and how things can be modified. And we appreciate your input here.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you. Thank you, India TV viewers, for watching. If you like what you are watching, please like, share, and subscribe to us. And don't forget to leave comments. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Now, when I fried these balls, the color changed right away. It had the coa and the flour and everything, and it started getting brown. What is the chemical process behind this? What's the chemical reaction that the flour, coa, sugar, syrup, and all these, what do these chemicals have in common, or how do they react and then make this dessert? Let's ask Dr. Aswin Garimella, who is a good friend of mine and a chemist as well, has a PhD in chemistry, so he should know something about this.
Hello, India TV viewers.
My first question is, my kids are wondering, why did that white dough ball just change into brown when we fried it?
Well, that's an interesting question. So many of us would wonder the same. Any browning of food, which is frying, is generally due to a reaction, what we call as a Maillard reaction. And Maillard was a French chemist who had discovered this reaction. So this is basically, you take sugars. Sugars are present in carbohydrates that we have, like the flour, the dough that you make is made of carbohydrates. So that sugars and the protein that you have in the dough, which are basically amino acids. So the sugars and amino acids, they react at high temperatures to produce some intermediates. These are glycosamides. But then these intermediates then at high temperatures break into flavorful compounds and some compounds that can impart specifically that brown color to that reaction.
Interesting. Wow. So much behind that brown ball, huh?
Indeed.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing us the information that you have and shedding light into this sweet process.
Sure. Thank you.
India TV viewers, thank you very much for watching this episode of Gulab Jam or Gulab Jamun. I hope you would like it. If you like it, please click the like icon and please share this with your friends and subscribe to us so that you can catch us as early as you can when we release a video. Thank you very much and have a good weekend.